Hello, everyone, and welcome back to 2A News with Craig DeLuz. I am your host, Craig DeLuz, and once again, we are here in Houston, Texas, at the annual NRA convention. What do I call it? Convention? It's their annual meeting and exhibitions. It's the 155th, once again, here in Houston, Texas. Once again, meeting old friends, having a good time, and making new friends. And I have a new friend here who wants to talk about her organization, Marksmanship USA. Please welcome to the program, Miss Diane Rice.
Nice to meet you.
Excellent. So tell me a little bit about Marksmanship USA.
Marksmanship USA is grassroots from within the communities that it occupies, and always looking to expand that. But so each facility, we focus on youth. Each facility is different, unique, responding to the needs of the community, but the mission is the same. And that mission is the preservation of freedom through the promotion of the safe use of firearms. So we are looking to help young people appreciate their heritage, understand where their freedom comes from, but we, in the future, be responsible gun owners.
So you say facilities. How many facilities do you have?
So right now we own two, and that is in our flagship program, our initial facility in Indiana, which was originally called the X-Count. And that is rebranded as the Indiana Marksmanship Education Center in Fort Wayne. And then the next one we own was a gift from Larry and Brenda Potterfield, and that's the Missouri Marksmanship Education Center in Columbia, Missouri. And then we partner with several other organizations in Dallas, Atlanta, and West Virginia.
Okay, excellent. What got you into this?
My husband. He loved to shoot, loved to teach people to shoot, and always has. And he has been doing that for probably more than 20 years. Really enjoying more than just the elite level athlete, but that first time that trigger is pulled. Right. We had a young man in one of our programs, and we had a firing line that was, you could shoot air and small bore at the same time. But this young man had only ever shot air rifle and was getting ready to be able to shoot small bore because that's a privilege. And he was practicing with his air rifle on a mixed night, and he heard that his first shot ever. And a grin just went across his face. He smelled the gunpowder, heard the shot, and he said, "I get to do that."
There's something about it.
Yes.
Quite frankly, that first time, doesn't matter how old you are.
Yes.
That first time is a unique experience.
Yes. So.
Although for people who've been doing it for a while, my buddy Mike, who does another program with me, he can sleep through it.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, we were at a machine gun shoot in Florida, and yeah, he was sleeping through the gunfire.
It's interesting since we shoot both air and small bore, and now our firing line changes and not our targets, since we're on an electronic target system in Indiana. So every Monday is a small bore day, and I still jump at that first shot because I'm used to hearing the air rifle button. And I'm thinking, you'd think I would get used to it, but...
What age do you generally start with encourage them to start training?
Late elementary, early middle, up through high school, and even in Indiana, we started a collegiate program, which is pretty special because it's a club program that offers scholarships at Indiana Tech. So it's really nice that kids can come on scholarship to do the shooting sports. And actually, it's the only university left in the United States that will offer a pistol scholarship to a male. Ohio State offers them to females, but it's because pistol is a club sport only, not an NCAA. But even though we're a club for rifle and pistol, Indiana Tech offers scholarships. So
nice.
All the way from, whether it's a steel or a shotgun program, and we're doing a little bit late elementary, or all the way up to. But we do some other programs like through scouting organizations and things like that, which are more outreach, and we'll do air rifle off a bag for kids as young as maybe 5, and they'll be learning safety and learning to hit that target and learning to experience that accomplishment.
So if someone wanted to start a center in their community, how would they partner with you? What would that sort of partnership look like?
So they really need to probably have a little bit of a proven track record, in that something that we just met with some folks here from Louisiana. We were able to give them some equipment. 5 or 6 years ago, we met them halfway between Indiana and Louisiana. We had some equipment that was provided through a grant from the Potterfield family directly. And so we drove halfway and we talked to them. And sometimes when we do those things, then you don't hear anything more. You wonder what happened to the equipment, and you don't know if they saw them here and have been following both of their daughters. And they were talking about their interaction with, with different organizations, mainly police departments and other like 4-H and things like that in their community, and just talking about how they were needing to do more. That's a good example of someone that we might partner with, because they took what we gave them and did something. So, looking at a group in Portland, a group in Tulsa, and then this group in Louisiana, but you need to be able, I can't hold your hand completely,
right,
but I can certainly prevent you from walking through some places that did some stumbling and some mistakes that we have made over the years, hoping that people can learn. But also in terms of looking for sponsors and things like that, these companies are a lot more likely to hold a sponsorship or gift a sponsorship if they know that they're going to be 4, 5, 6, 7 sites where the advertising is going to be.
Right. So one is helping develop relationships with people who are interested in promoting the shooting sports, in particular to young people, and sometimes like I said, helping with equipment.
Yes.
I would also guess like ideas for like curriculum, stuff like that, and the different types of programs, so that they don't have to start from scratch. They can actually have a plan.
Right.
So they can have a plan to go with the desire to do right, because sometimes people want to do, but they just don't know how to do.
Yes, and we've taken a lot of hard knocks over the years. I'm not going to lie. There's been some days. In fact, we were being asked once how we accomplished it. By a much larger organization than ours, which I was surprised. And my first answer was Jesus, because sometimes prayer is all you got.
Sometimes you're like Jesus, and sometimes like, oh, Jesus.
Yes, both of those. both of those, absolutely. So yeah, we want to be able to provide some of that assistance, and it really is. We have resources because we are a slightly bigger organization, and we're not one of the big guys, but because we're slightly bigger, we just might be able to help with equipment, might be able to help you to say, well, we've been through this group, this group, and this is where you're going to get your best deal and the stuff that really works and doesn't break right away, or those kinds of things. So we also provide like coach training to our sites, and just a lot of resources that really help them, so they just don't have to go through so much.
Now, you were telling me that at your main facility, you've hosted a couple of different national events?
At both of the facilities, actually. Okay. So Missouri is just coming online, really within the last year and a half. We don't even have all the walls built. And we hosted the Intercollegiate Pistol Club Nationals. It was very exciting because for those of you who know all the controversy and all the drama behind the NRA trophies, we actually have an MOU with the NRA for those intercollegiate trophies to come back to the competitors, and we were able to do that both at Intercollegiate Pistol Nationals, which was in Missouri, and Intercollegiate Rifle Club Nationals, which was in Indiana and has been for 6 years. So those are two of the big national competitions. We host the Pardini Grand Prix in Indiana. We hosted the Navy, in cooperation with the CMP, we hosted the Navy JROTC Nationals, which was really funny because that was in Missouri, but in Indiana, team won. So I was like, yeah, go Hoosiers. It is the year of the Hoosier, right? Definitely. Right. So anyway, so national competitions at both locations. In Indiana, we hosted the what's called the PRCs, so that's an NCAA conference championship with 7. We have hosted it 2 years in a row, and then this year it was supposed to be in Oxford, Mississippi, in, I think it was early February, but if we know what happened to the weather in early February in Oxford, Mississippi, it was canceled. And within 1 week, we were able to pinch hit and invite those 7 universities up to ours. So it's Ohio, I'm going to say it, Ohio State, Nebraska, Alaska, Air Force Academy, Texas El Paso, TCU, and Ole Miss. Wow. All made their way up to our place within 1 week's notice, and it went off flawlessly. So.
How do folks learn more about your organization or contact you if they want to?
So our new website is marksmanship.us. Pretty simple.
There you go.
So it's not fully launched or ready, but the xcount.com is still live. That's our old name and our old branding, but
Okay.
Marksmanship.us will be in a matter of weeks where everything is there. It exists. You'll see still some of the content is not up to date yet, but we're working with our marketing company as fast as we can to get that moving. So.
Excellent. Diane, thank you. Thank you so much for coming on the program. Really appreciate all that you're doing in order to help promote our freedoms to the next generation.
Thank you.
All right. All right, folks. Well, that's going to be it for this episode of 2A News with Craig DeLuz. We appreciate you tuning in. We appreciate you liking and sharing the program and encouraging your friends to do the same. We will be back with more interviews from NRA 2026 here in Houston, Texas. Y'all have fun, and we will see y'all soon.